Visualize your success. Visualize your goals. Visualize what you're striving for. And it will manifest into something huge. It will manifest into success, to actual success. I have so many examples of this. I'm going to start with one. I always wanted a Rolex. And the one example I'm going to give you of wanting a Rolex is that I used to intern at Madison Square Garden. I used to take the Long Island Railroad from Cold Spring Harbor. Used to take that train early one. It started in Cold Spring Harbor. It originated from the Cold Spring Harbor station. I used to sit in the same seat behind this man who had a Rolex. I was probably 21, 22. I saw this Rolex every day. And I thought to myself, one day I'm going to be a part of this group. Just like I'm part of the BMW group. I wanted to be a part of the club of BMWs. Now the Rolex is the next thing on my to-do list. And I've always wanted one. Finally, I decided that I was going to print out a picture of a Rolex and put it on my desk in front of me. Okay, on my desk in front of me. Like I'm doing right now. Putting a Rolex on my desk in front of me, looking at it every day. Looked at it. Finally, within 3 months, 2 months of that Rolex being in my eyesight, in my conscious, and now even in my subconscious, I was able to manifest that into actually buying a Rolex. Checking around, checking prices, everything aligned. I had a Rolex. The details of this story, there's a little more to it also. I actually put a picture of a different Rolex in front of me at first, and than the one I actually got. And you know what? That one I thought to myself, it's a little expensive. Let me set my sights a little lower. I want a gold and stainless. Let me set my sights a little lower. Not as expensive. And you know what? I ended up getting not just the one that let's reprint a picture, but I ended up getting the blue and gold Submariner. It just so happened to fall in my lap. I had put my name down on a list. It took 7 or 8 months for them to call me that they got one in stock. But I happened to walk into a Rolex dealer and I asked, it wasn't on display. I said, hey, do you have the blue Submariner? I know it's kind of rare. And you know what? They said they had it. They didn't put it out. And it was a quiet weekend, or just the way the dates aligned, it was a quiet weekend. And they never got a chance to put it out. And I ended up getting that watch. The first image of a Rolex I printed on my desk, took all the heat from my coworkers. Oh, Liquor, what are you wearing that for? Liquor, what do you have that in front of you for? I took all the heat. And you know what? I said, I'm going to put that on. It's going to be on my wrist. You guys are going to be looking at that on my wrist one day. And sure enough, just visualizing it, going to work, seeing it in front of me every day, made that reach, that goal to wear a Rolex, to have that success. Not everyone has a Rolex. And I got it. And not only did I get it, I get the one that I originally put out in front of me that I said, it might be a little expensive to start with this model. So that's a little short story about me visualizing. Tune in to the rest of the podcast, liquorlab.com, coming soon. You'll see it everywhere once it's out. But visualizing, and does it really manifest success? And in this case, my success was getting a Rolex, and sure enough, it came to be. And not only did it come to be because I worked hard at it, but it came to be by chance, that first thing I visualized. Liquorlab.com, liquorlab.com, liquorlab.com.